So we're here at Little Round Top in the Gettysburg National Military Park, National Park Service unit. Town of Gettysburg is over there. And this whole area was where the massive battle, one of the most famous battles of the Civil War, was fought. This whole area soon after was dedicated, about 4 months after the battle, by President Lincoln. It became a national battlefield, and then it eventually would enter the National Park Service as a unit of the National Park Service. So it's a really interesting place here. So the Park Service is charged with interpreting not just natural landscapes, but part of our human history as well, our cultural sites as well. So this site that we're on is National Park Service land. We just left the visitor center. The visitor center is actually a privately owned and operated unit. So fantastic exhibits and good stuff there, but nevertheless it is not part of the Park Service. We're currently on a tour right now. That tour provider is an independent contractor that we obtained through the Park Service. But with growing pressure from places like Washington, D.C., we're about a 2 hour drive from Washington, D.C., here in Pennsylvania. And the challenge is, how do you interpret our history while we have continued development pressure coming onto the landscape or the seascape or wherever the space is in question? So in this case, we've recently had petitions to have a casino put here, Walmarts and other development. So it's a continual struggle to maintain places where we can properly interpret our American story and properly give people the context for what it was like, what the folks experiencing, in this case, the Civil War, experienced. And also, as you can see, the more and more tour buses drive up as we're sitting here. How do you maintain an appropriate level of visitation? No shortage of challenges for the Park Service as we enter as we approach the second half of the Park Service's history. As we leave the era where we're adding massive units and we're entering more of the era where those units come under more and more development pressure.